As main sponsor for Donsö Shipping Meet 2022, DESMI knows the achievement of cooperation. And today we started here on stage with a speaker from DESMI, and we are now ending up this on stage here with DESMI. With the heading, Energy Efficient Pump Solutions for All Engine Room Applications, Cargo Pump Solutions for LPG Carriers and Chemical Tankers. You will be listening to John Peterson, Segment Director at DESMI Pumping Technology and with an extensive experience within the maritime industry, holding a huge technical knowledge to the vessel engine room for a greater performance of the particular production system integration. John has a long experience with a new buildings yard in Asia, contribution to a greater footprint of highly quality product and systems in many vessels in operation today. And it's his first time here at Donsö Shipping Meet. Please welcome John Peterson.
Thank you very much for a nice presentation. That's much appreciated. Yes, welcome to my presentation where I'll try to bring you into the engine room. I'll also spend a couple of minutes on the cargo systems and on the cargo pumps. And then also I'll try to explain the reason why we as DESMI believe that we have a different supply, a different approach to the market compared to our competitors. So let's try to see, yes. I have made a small agenda here. We do first the engine room pumps. We do the support and services, what we do different compared to our competitors. Then we go into the deep well cargo system for liquid gases. And then we also a few slides concerning the booster pumps, which are closely associated with the cargo pumps. DESMI is a company with a history of more than 185 years. They have been in the market in different segments in different areas. In the marine industry, they have been working within the pumping or the fluid technology for more than 50 years. We have more than 100 pumps or different applications suitable for the engine room and related equipment. We are supplying the complete pump packages to the shipyard in Asia and Europe and many other places. We do also a lot of replacements and services and these kind of things. This picture here is showing, let's say, an overview of our vertical centrifugal pumps suitable for any freshwater, seawater, scrubber installations and these kind of things. They can be supplied in a caster solution. It can be supplied in nickel aluminium. It can also be supplied as a stainless steel solution. We have on the left side the biggest, the DSL type for the heavy solution up to 6,000 cubic meters per hour. And then we have the NSL pumps, which are medium to large size also, which are also very often used for the scrubber installation. And then also one of the newest we have developed, the TSL type, the two-stage suitable for medium capacity with a high lifting height requirements. The ESL is a more uniform pump where it can be used in many different applications for small to medium-sized pumping capacities. The next one is the horizontal execution. The first, the SA type, is one of the oldest pump we have in our product range. It's very sturdy design. It is with an open impeller, and it can be used for gray waters and these kind of things without any difficulties. Then we have the Model S, and then on the right side, the newest solution we have in our product range. It is high temperature centrifugal pumps, specially special designed for temperatures up to 185 degrees Celsius. Very suitable for boiler circulation and these kind of things, and we expect with the requirements we see from the shipyards in China and Korea that this pump will be it will be well received by the shipyards, but certainly also it's a different execution compared to what we see in the market today. Hence, also a more reliable pump than the market are using today. We have also in our range of products gear pumps, which are used for the fuel oil supply systems. We have on the left side the general purpose, and then we have the heavy duty in a horizontal, but also in a vertical execution. Then coming to a difference, because everybody can supply a pump. It's not, let's say, high sophisticated technologies, and everybody can supply a pump, or many pump manufacturers can supply a pump, and a pump package which are in compliance with the shipyard specifications. The shipyard, they have absolutely no intentions to supply more than what is necessary and stated in the specification. However, if or when we have seen that when we are going together with the ship owner and also the designers, we actually are able to supply more than only the pump. We are able to supply efficiency and hence also improve the OPEX for the ship owner. But it is important that we, in the early stage, are coming in and discussing with the designer and the ship owners, so we find the most suitable solution for the application and discussion. We have actually quite a lot of good information on our webpage, which are free to download. It's not only about pumps, it's also about the system, pipings, installation and these kind of things, because it's not only about mechanical efficiency, it's also about the efficiency in the piping system. And we have seen very often that we are looking at the efficiency on the pump, and then the shipyard, they're squeezing the flank or the pipe size. At the end of the day, it doesn't make any sense either for us or for the shipyard or for the owner, but the shipyard are saving money in that respect. But due to good workmanship, it's actually possible to bring something to the table which are interesting and also, let's say, a more sustainable solution for the future shipping. Here we have made a comparison. You can see here on the left side we have a comparison. It's actually for a Chinese-built ship where we have been awarded the contract. We have our pumps, and we have compared together with the shipyard, compared it with the other manufacturers or the other supplier which has been approved by the shipyard. We have 2 Japanese, and then we have 1 Korean manufacturer. And by purpose, in this case here, I have not included a Chinese manufacturer, because then, let's say, the saving would have been way more obvious than what we are seeing here. On the left side, it is the duty power on the different pumps. We have the number of pumps installed, the number of pumps in service, and the number of pumps, the kilowatt of the pumps in service, and let's say the contingency factor, whether the pumps are running 100% or 80 or 75%. It is actually showing that we, with this specification here, we are using 492 tons of fuel per year for operating the ship, of course on a constant, let's say, base. But if you compare those two with our, let's say, calculation here with our competitors, there are less, the requirement is 32 tons less compared to the Japanese supplier, which are the next best, and then going up to 25 and 50 tons. And if you turn that into money, then you can see actually it is worth to consider, let's say, a closer discussion and a closer cooperation at the design stage. Then I will just show a short status of our latest development, where we are stepping outside the engine room. We are going to the cargo deck. DESMI has been in cargo pumps for many, many years, but 10 years ago, 12 years ago, DESMI decided to, let's say, for different reasons, to downgrade the cargo pump business and then upgrade something else. But during last year, we decided to intensify the focus on cargo pumps, and we have now a new cargo pump program suitable for the LPG market. The first pump was delivered in 1995, and it is still in operation. I'll show you the reference when we are getting close to the final slide of this presentation. In total, we have supplied more than 250 cargo pumps. We have, since the last year and a half, we have done development on the existing design, so we have utilized or gained the benefit from the operating references and upgrading the design with a close cooperation from a service provider, a well-known service provider in the field of services. Then we will, from next year also, we will step into other areas such as LNG as fuel, LNG as bunker pumps for bunker vessels. It is our intention, it is our strategy that we want to be, let's say, an important partner in the cargo pumping industry going forward from this year. The cargo pump itself is, as you can see here, the yellow part is from on deck, and the lower is submerged into the tank. The production can be up to 800, or the capacity is up to 850 cubic meter per hour, and the lifting height is 120 meters. It can be used in any vessel up to a tank pressure up to 18 bar. So it can be a semi-rise, fully pressurized, and or non-pressurized installation. The temperature at this point of time, we are going down to minus 104. That means we have the LPG, ethylene, and those kind of cargoes in our customer base or range of products. The main difference between, let's say, the old design and the new design, the old design was a welded solution. Here we have a casted solution, and if you do a casted solution, you can also improve, let's say, the efficiency quite quite significantly, and hence also you can reduce the number of stages in the pump. We can see on the small one is a three stage, and the others is a two-stage pumps. If you compare that with the competitors in the field of the services, we at least is one stage less compared to our competitors. Less stages means also less maintenance. Another area where we have spent quite a lot of time and discussion whether or not we should go from the threaded design, which are well known in the market, to another design where we have a coupling where you can actually rotate it clockwise and anti-clockwise without having this anti-rotating device installed. It is good for the crew if there is, for example, you have the possibility to rotate it backwards. If there are ice in the pump and it is stuck, then you can actually rotate it both ways without any risk of extending the shaft because of the threaded solution. As I said before, our stages, our pump is, we have improved the hydraulic performance through this casted design compared to the welded design, and that means less impellers, less stages compared to what the market are seeing today. We have also optimized the sealing, and we have done a number of things with the bowl inside in order to improve the efficiency. And we have actually proved that the efficiency is actually above 80% at the duty points. That is very seldom seen for these kind of pumps. In the bottom where we have the inducer, and the inducer is important to empty the tank. The inducer, we have spent a lot of time actually in order to improve the NPHH value. We are pretty honest, we are not able to empty the tank with our pumps, and we will also claim that nobody is actually able to do it. But we have done a lot in order to improve, let's say, the NPHH value. So the cargo which are left in the bottom of the tank is an absolute minimum compared to what our competitors are doing. We have, through our dedicated and long experiences in the centrifugal businesses, in the fluid businesses, we have a lot of tools, and we have spent a lot of time with our CFDs. And through these CFDs, we have proven our pumps are actually 6 to 8% better performing than the CFD. So in respect to what we have been doing, we have also tested the pumps from, let's say, from the computer into the real world, and it is actually better than what we have designed them for. Here you will see our, let's say, NDV 200, which are being manufactured in our facility in Suzhou, China. It has been tested, capacity tested. We are now doing the NPHH test again in order to absolutely sure that our data is correct. We have also now received the type approvals from DNV on the new pumps. We have done a test, a cold test, where we have tested the pump in nitrogen down to minus 196 degrees, and that was for checking, let's say, the possibilities to rotate the equipment even at lower temperatures as low as 196. So we are absolutely sure that we have a product which are serving and which can serve the market as we see today and going forward, with a high quality pump without any risk of breakdown or other unforeseen things. Finally, also we have our booster pump, which are, let's say, a necessity for the cargo operation. The booster pump is also a casted solution, and it's also upgraded compared to what we supplied 10 years ago. Then the last slide I have in my presentation here is actually I think we have around 50 or 60 ships which are still in operation with the old pumps. But one of the references I have brought here, it is made in the ship was from 1996. It has two deep well pumps, DV200, and one booster pump. And we have, through the inspection from this Danish company called Nordan, who has been developing the pumps or supporting us with excellent information from the field and these kind of things. They have been on board in June 2021 for a regular inspection, and there was absolutely nothing that could have been there in a very good condition. There was a mechanical seal on the booster pump has to be exchanged. Except from that, nothing was actually necessary. So at the end of the day, you could see that the pumps are too good for the ships. But on the other hand, we have also a strong belief that what we will supply with the upgraded solution will be a very good reference from what we see here. So we have a strong belief that we have a product which will be welcomed in the market. Not only, let's say, from the shipyard side, but certainly also from the owner side, where you can see, okay, we can have the engine room, we can have the cargo pumps, We have the ballast water treatment system, and tomorrow also I'll make a presentation on the energy efficient control system. We call it OptiSafe. So we are a provider of more than only the pump. We are a provider of solutions and systems, and we have a strong team of dedicated engineers who can support the ship owners and you guys out in the field with good information and guidance. So we get something which are, or we install equipment and system which are sustainable for the years to come. That was all from me, and I sincerely hope that you are interested in to hear more. We are at the booth here, and I should be at your service for more information.
Thank you, John, so far.
Thank you.
What is the biggest difference between DESMI and your competitors?
I would say the biggest difference between DESMI and competitor is the 50 years of experiences. We have a strong belief, or we have it's in our DNA that we are supplying more than the pumps, because the pumps itself is maybe not so interesting, but what is surrounding the pump is where it is getting interesting. And there we have a team of good engineers, excellent engineers, who can support the ship owners, the shipyards, and all the other stakeholders in the maritime business.
Yes. So the experience is very important.
That's crucial.
Yeah. You have the manufacturing in China, and
Yeah.
I thought of this current disruption in the supply chain and long lead times for goods produced overseas. Have you taken any special initiatives to safeguarding the operation fleet with speedy deliveries of spares and pumps?
DESMI is a Danish company. We have, as you are saying, production and manufacturing office in China, and of course we have also seen, let's say, the disruption and the difficulties of getting products and these kind of things. But it is a Danish company which are in Europe, situated in Aalborg, so we have the distribution centers, not only in China, in Aalborg, we have it in Singapore, we have it in the Middle East, we have it in the US, we have it in India. DESMI is a company of 21 companies around the world, so we are well organized, and we are supporting the owners with the necessary equipment and services they may need.
Yeah. I can hear that they are going on outside there in the banquet for tonight, so I think we have to end up. But one last question.
Yeah.
Are there any products or and systems in pipeline now that we can take part of?
Yes, it's of course something which it's a little bit delicate. But this morning we have heard a lot about decarbonization. We have the new fuels and these kind of things, and we are of course following the pathway. What do you call it? Boucher, he was said that the speedy followers.
What do you say?
We are following the pathway. We are the speedy followers, and we are following the market, of course. And we have something in the pipeline which are suitable for the new fuels and the technologies.
Thank you for coming with your valuable input and ending this day here at On Stage. And tomorrow morning you will start here on stage as well. Thank you so much, John Pedersen from DESMI.
Thank you.
An applause.
Thank you.